Good evening and welcome to our Senior Awards Night for Coventry High School. Tonight we honor the achievements of some remarkable students. My name is Brooke Maycumber and I'm the very proud principal of CHS. Awards Night is one of the most significant events we hold at the high school. Tonight, 61 students will be honored for academic excellence, community service, and social consciousness. This evening, we announce our top 10 students, including our salutatorian and valedictorian, and award almost $40,000 in scholarships. We are happy that we're able to have this award ceremony tonight, and we are incredibly proud of the accomplishments of this class of 2020. In the days following the presentation, we will be traveling to our students' homes to present them with the awards and be able to congratulate them face to face. So with 102 awards to present tonight, we better get moving so that I can make it home for my normal 8:30 bedtime. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Donna Bowden, Curriculum Coordinator for Student Services, who will serve as this evening's Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Mrs. Maycumber, and congratulations to all of our recipients this evening. Before we start, I just want to give a quick shout out and thank you to Mrs. Amy Samow for all of her hard work that she's done on this program, collecting awards and so forth, as well as all the curriculum coordinators who are all here tonight to represent their departments and distribute their awards. The first award we'd like to welcome Major Chris Valier, the Admissions Liaison Officer for the United States Air Force Academy. He will be presenting our U.S. Air Force appointees.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2020 for Coventry High School. You've all unfortunately had to enter the world in interesting times, and I wish you all the very best. Having graduated from high school just after September 11th, I was there once, and my hope is that you all can find a way to lead the world into this new dynamic that we're coming into. So, as she said, my name is Major Chris Valier, and I am the Admissions Liaison Officer for the state of Rhode Island for the United States Air Force Academy. It's my pleasure today to represent the Air Force and the United States Space Force, which, as you may know, was just recently founded and signed into creation. And it's my privilege to present appointments, to two outstanding young individuals from Coventry High School for the United States Air Force Academy and the United States Air Force Academy Preparatory School. These appointments are going to two very deserving young students, Lauren Vaughn and Mackenzie Bonham. Let me just say that to have two appointees from any school in the country is extremely rare, so all of Coventry should be very, very proud of what these two young individuals have accomplished. Appointments to the Academy are extremely competitive, with more than 10,000 students worldwide competing for an appointment to the school. Applicants must not only excel in academics, but also athletics, leadership, and service, and they must also, in addition to applying to the Academy, apply to their congressman and the vice president and possibly the president of the United States for a nomination to the Academy. This year, only 1,150 were appointed to enter the Academy, and only 250 were appointed to the prep school out of those 10,000 worldwide. So you can see how truly outstanding it is that two of those members are actually from Coventry High School. Lauren will report for basic training on June 25th and Mackenzie on July 11th. So their futures begin only a few short weeks after the end of their high school careers. For Mackenzie, admittance to the prep school is the equivalent of a one-year full-ride scholarship at a premier college preparatory school. Next year, she'll study math, English, science, and military history while participating in strenuous military training and athletic programs. Upon completion of the preparatory school curriculum, she will have the opportunity to be appointed to the Air Force Academy for the following year, the class of 2025. For Lauren, his appointment is a 4-year full-ride scholarship to an elite university and one of the top leadership programs in the entire world. Cadets at the Air Force Academy take part in a wide variety of programs to include flying aircraft, free fall parachuting, NCAA Division I athletics, military training, and foreign exchange programs around the world. At the same time, they attend classes ranging from aeronautical and electrical engineering to history and political science. At the end of 4 years, they will have earned a Bachelor of Science degree in their choice of 27 majors and be commissioned as a second lieutenant in either the United States Air Force or the United States Space Force. Upon graduation, both Lauren and Mackenzie will join myself and the over 50,000 members of the Long Blue Line who have come before them, becoming outstanding leaders in the world's greatest air and space forces. For both of them, the end of the academy will only be the beginning of their adventure. They will take the skills and knowledge they develop at the academy and will serve in one of 38 Air or Space Force career fields for at least 5 years. Graduates of the academy have gone on to be Rhodes Scholars, CEOs, congressmen, generals, professional athletes, astronauts, and Medal of Honor recipients, which you guys are going to learn all about them. Having worked as their admissions officer for the last year, I can assure you that they are going to do great things and are going to excel as officers in service to their country. So without further ado, we'll start with Mackenzie. On behalf of the Air Force Academy and Director of Admissions, I am pleased to offer Mackenzie Elizabeth Benang admittance into the United States Air Force Academy Preparatory School Class of 2021. Now, for Lauren, on behalf of the President of the United States, Lauren Cedeno Vaughn is hereby appointed as a cadet in the United States Air Force Academy, Class of 2024. Congratulations to you both. Congratulations to everyone at Coventry High School. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you, Major Valier. John Irwin was a 2001 Coventry High School graduate who was known for his vibrant personality and desire to help others. He had many interests, including music and science. The John Irwin Memorial Scholarships are given in honor of John to 3 students who excel in music, science, and plan to study further in science education. This year's John Irwin Excellent in Music Scholarship goes to a young lady who is very close in personality and musicianship to John. Lauren Jennings is the recipient of this award. Mr. Smith, Lauren's band teacher, writes, "She is one of the nicest students to ever walk the halls at Coventry High School. A very hard worker and dedicated to the music department, she has served on the band council, auditioned for the Rhode Island Music Educators All-State Festival, and continually improved as a trumpet player, playing in the first section in this year's honors band. She also plays trumpet in the honors jazz ensemble as well. More importantly was her relationship with younger members in the honors band. Many times he witnessed her starting a positive rapport with a few fellow peers, making them feel special as they transition to high school and into band. Lauren will study sports entertainment and event management at Johnson & Wales University." The John Irwin Excellence in Science Scholarship goes to a deserving student who shows exceptional interest and aptitude in the sciences. Several teachers have noted that Evan Hammer has an innate curiosity and understanding of how the sciences are the key component to life. His remarkable comprehension skills have provided him with the ability to grasp and apply difficult science concepts. He is a natural leader in laboratory settings and has an uncanny ability to explain complex topics to others. Evan plans to study at Cornell University next fall. The recipient of the John Irwin Science Education Award is a student who has challenged herself consistently throughout her 4 years at Coventry High School by taking numerous science classes while also being enrolled in our nursing program. Nicole Skena is described by her teachers as kind, intelligent, outgoing, committed, and a student who takes their studies seriously. She has also been very involved in the senior class and is respected by her peers. During her senior year, she realized that she had a passion for teaching and decided that this would be the path she would follow in college. Nicole will be attending the University of Rhode Island in the fall and will be studying science education. The Corporal Holly Charette Scholarship is awarded annually to a Coventry High School student that demonstrates some of the same civic responsibility as Holly. Holly Charette was a selfless leader who participated in extracurricular activities in high school while maintaining a high standard of academic achievement. Wanting to serve her country after 9/11, Holly served in Iraq. She was assigned to Headquarters Battalion, 2nd Division, 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force. Holly lost her life on June 23, 2005 while serving. However, her legacy lives. Holly's foundation has awarded thousands of dollars to high school seniors yearly. This year's winner of the Holly Charette Memorial Scholarship is Katerina Capezza. Trina has given so much of herself to her school and community in and out of the classroom. Last year, she was inducted into the National Honor Society. She is the secretary of Coventry's chapter. She was a captain and MVP of the girls' varsity soccer team this year and was a member of the basketball and track teams. She is a member of Unified Basketball Team and a mentor for Unified Oakers. Katerina will attend Johnson & Wales University in the fall to study criminal justice. Next will be the Kelly Ann Nestor Scholarships. Kelly Ann Nestor, a CHS 2001 graduate, was born and raised in Coventry, Rhode Island. Kelly was educated through the Coventry public school system. In high school, Kelly lettered in 3 sports: tennis, basketball, and softball. And in her senior year was co-captain of all 3 teams. Kelly was a gifted vocalist. Throughout her high school years, Kelly was a member of the select chorus, performing under the direction of Mr. Brad DeGrade. She was a crowd favorite when she sang the national anthem at home games during basketball season. In 2001, Kelly entered Plymouth State University, where she studied early childhood development. At the university, Kelly's continued her love for sports, playing intramural softball. She also expressed her musical talents as a member of the PSU chorus. Kelly was in her junior year at the time of her death in 2003. She was 20 years old. Maya Angelou once wrote that people may forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Kelly is remembered as a consummate team player, putting the goals of her team and teammates before her personal gains. She is remembered as a dear daughter and sister and friend to many. She exuded energy and drew on that of those around her. Her relationships were and are an accomplishment. She inspired people and genuinely cared about them. Her infectious smile, her Kelly hugs are missed by all. Margaret Britsky is the recipient of the Kelly Ann Nestor Memorial Choral Scholarship. There are students whom you meet along your career and stand out. This student is one of those students. She has been a part of Miss St. Severia's career for the past 7 years and it has been a pleasure to watch her grow into a caring, hardworking musician. Miss St. Severe, who is Kelly's sister, said, "One of the things that I will always remember about my sister Kelly is that she always wore many different hats successfully. Meg reminds me of that. She is talented on the stage, in the choral setting, and on the athletic field. She is a leader in the classroom and in other settings of her life. She is hardworking, passionate about singing, and being the best that she can be. She listens to others and is kind and accepting. She has had many solos, participated in the Rima All-State Festival, and been on the Music Council for 2 years. Meg will be attending URI to study pre-veterinary studies in the fall." The Kelly Ann Nestor Memorial Athletic Scholarship will be awarded to Sierra Ritchie. Coach Dagnall writes, "Sierra is an absolutely great person and has similar characteristics to Kelly. She loves to be sarcastic and always has a comeback for everything. She is a great teammate and truly will do whatever it takes to help her team. She is super smart and quick-witted, and I personally am very sad that I did not get to coach her one last season. Sierra plans to study sport and movement sciences at Salem State University." The next 9 scholarships are provided by the Coventry High School Alumni Foundation. Mr. Ernie D'Amico has worked tirelessly this year, along with the Alumni Association, to raise over $30,000 in scholarships given out between CTA Scholarships Night and tonight. The first is the WISE Scholarship, which is awarded to a female senior studying engineering or biology. This year's recipient is Caitlin Randall. Caitlin has been a very hardworking student in many science classes over the course of the past 4 years. She has always thought outside of the box in terms of application of science ideas across multiple disciplines. When it came to her science fair project, Caitlin was interested in studying the effect of electromagnetism on sharks and even reached out to the scientists at the University of Rhode Island for assistance with her project to produce the best results possible. Her consistent connections of science to society, coupled with her unique perspective on topics, helped to drive this meaningful classroom discussions. Caitlin's drive and motivation will ensure her continued success as she pursues her studies in the sciences at URI in the fall. The Chet Kuipers Memorial Scholarship recognizes a student who has focused on learning about the business field and has excelled in these courses here at Coventry High School. Chet was employed with MetLife for 22 years before his retirement in 1997. He was a well-known member of the community and was involved in many community organizations. On behalf of Jim and Nancy Kuipers, this award is given to Gerald Brothers. Mrs. LaRock, Gerald's business teacher, wrote that Gerald thoroughly enjoys learning, and is a top-rated business student. He exemplified in writing a business plan in our business entrepreneurship class, requiring research of the industry, legality of name choice, preparing financial documents, including a comprehensive startup fund schedule. He participated in the Junior Achievement Entrepreneurial Program with a focus on business ethics and competitive advantage. Gerald analyzes business situations performing a SWOT and pest analysis. Gerald is strategic and methodical. He will be attending Bryant University in the fall. John Maycomber was a devoted teacher, coach, and mentor at Coventry High School for more than 28 years. This year, the student recognized for the John Maycomber Memorial Scholarship is kind, intelligent, athletic, and beloved by her classmates. This scholarship is being awarded to a tennis player, Charlotte Brewer. Miss Rich writes, Charlotte has played on the boys' tennis team for the past 2 years. This season would have been her third. Due to girls' soccer conflicting with the girls' tennis in the fall, she chose to play on the boys' team in the spring. Charlotte always shows mental toughness and determination while on the court. She's a gifted athlete and always set the bar high in terms of team sportsmanship. Last season, she was honored with her doubles partner as having the third best doubles record in the entire boys' tennis division. We congratulate Charlotte for receiving this scholarship. The next scholarship we will talk about is the Mary Ann Cantino Scholarship. This $2,000 scholarship is in recognition of Mary Ann Cantino's many years of service as the secretary to the principals of Coventry High School. This year, we give this scholarship to Emily Gates. Emily is very involved in school activities in addition to her high academic achievement. She is a member of the dance team, Unified Oakers, part of the Unified Oker Executive Board, and part of the Senior Class Executive Board. Emily plans to study marketing at Providence College in the fall. We are thankful that the Old Theater Diner has awarded $1,000 to one of our students. Nevin McCallum is the recipient of the scholarship this year. Nevin has been part of our culinary program since his freshman year. He is also a varsity tennis player and a member of the school's band and jazz bands. Nevin will study culinary at Johnson & Wales in the fall. The Excel Lifestyle LLC Scholarship is the first ethical and sustainable fitness apparel brand that uses Prima antibacterial fabric. Megan Doucette Eddings, class of 1999, is the CEO and invented the fabric with her chemistry background. Excel Lifestyle LLC is proud to sponsor 2 scholarships in support of the next generation of scientists and engineers coming from the ranks of the CHS alumni. This year's female recipient of the Excel Lifestyles Award is Sophia DiMuccio. She is described as hardworking, committed, inquisitive, and driven towards continuous academic success. She has proven her commitment to studying the sciences by taking multiple science courses every year while attending Coventry High School. She has pushed herself by taking many demanding AP Science courses with extreme success. She is caring, analytical, independent, respectful, and has a high desire for perfection. She is described by her teachers as one of the kindest, most cooperative students they have ever had. Her accomplishments are not solely limited to academics. This multi-dimensional student is also a star athlete, running track all 4 years while attending CHS, concluding by being recognized as one of the state's top runners. She is diverse and accomplished in multiple phases and will undoubtedly continue her success when she enrolls at the University of Rhode Island, majoring in the PharmD program while continuing to run track. This year's male recipient of the Excel Lifestyles Award is Zachary Hammer. Zachary is an exemplary science student here at Coventry High School. He has taken every AP Science course offered, AP Chemistry, AP Physics, and AP Biology, and has excelled in every one. In AP Biology, he has displayed an innate ability to make connections between different science and math classes, and in doing so, he is able to tackle a problem with a sound, holistic approach. Zachary's interest in science transcends school. Next year, Zachary will be attending Cornell University to study agriculture and life sciences. He is majoring in biology and plans to become a doctor. The West Warwick Auto Body Scholarship is a scholarship presented by the Alumni Association and funded by the Casacalenda family. We are happy to present Nicole Skana with this scholarship. Nicole was on the dance team all 4 years of high school, choreographed the Lip Sync and the Spirit Week dance all 4 years of high school, created music for Lip Sync and Spirit Week all 4 years, and a member of National Honor Society. She is also a member of the Health Careers Program. Nicole plans to study secondary education at URI. The Philip Vincent Casacalenda Memorial Scholarship is presented by the Alumni Association in memory of Philip V. Casacalenda Jr. and funded by a grateful family. We are proud to award Sophie Chattel this scholarship. Sophie has been a key member of our criminal justice program and Skills USA. In the fall, she will be attending CCRI as a general studies student. The Laurie Ann Marsacci Memorial Scholarship from the CHS Alumni Fund is presented in loving memory of Laura Ann Marsacci, class of 1979, and is also funded by the Casacalenda family. Juliana Sinat is the winner of this award. She has devoted countless hours to her studies and school community. Aside from being in the top 10 of her class, she is the co-president and founder of Unified Oakers, on the World Language Club e-board, a National Honor Society member, a World Language Honor Society member, and on Unified Volleyball. In the fall, Juliana will attend Fairfield University and study public health. The John P.B.R. DeClaw Memorial Scholarship honors Sergeant Jonathan DeClaw, U.S. Army, was a resident of Coventry, Rhode Island for 6 years, but grew up in Scituate. John passed away in January of 2019 after a 9-month battle with liver cancer brought on by his service in Iraq. He proudly served his country as a sergeant for 8 years, including tours of Operation Iraqi Freedom. He was a transportation specialist and traveled all throughout Iraq. He was passionate about anything that helped his fellow veterans. He was a devoted husband, father, and son, a cherished brother and uncle. He was a man who would do anything for anyone, and to that end, his family decided to start the John P.B.R. DeClaw Memorial Foundation so that they may continue with John's love for his brothers and sisters in arms and their families. The John P.B.R. DeClaw Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a senior at Coventry High School, where John's 2 sons and his 2 nephews will eventually graduate from. To be considered for this award, a student must show a love for their community and be in good academic standing. They must also be a direct relative of a veteran. We are pleased to award Mackenzie Benong with this scholarships. Mackenzie is heavily involved in our Navy Junior ROTC program, being named Cadet Lieutenant Commander as a junior. The National Junior ROTC is active in the community, organizing and assisting in celebrations at local veterans groups, charity functions, school-wide events, and graduation, and has been recognized nationally in competitions. This summer, Mackenzie will start the Air Force Academy program. The Officer Ryan J. Burke was a Jamestown police officer who was tragically killed in a wrong-way crash in May of 2016 after getting off duty that evening. Ryan's parents, Gary and Leanne Burke, both Coventry High School graduates, have chosen to honor his memory by creating a scholarship for Coventry High School senior who has contributed to the community and has been involved with school activities. Ryan attended Coventry schools from grades 2 to 8. He was passionate about music, athletics, and contributed to his community. This year's winner was chosen based on his commitment to school, community, and the desire to continue to study law enforcement. We congratulate Austin Andrews as the winner of this award. Austin is a student in our criminal justice program. He is a member of the Skills e-board, a skills competitor, and a member of the golf team. Austin will study wildlife and conservation biology at URI. He will also serve on the Rhode Island Air National Guard. This is the 3rd year in a row Riverview Healthcare Community has funded a scholarship for 2 of our students. They recognize standout seniors who plan to go on to study in the field of health careers. The first scholarship will be given to Abigail Smith. Christiana Smith will also be receiving this award. Mrs. Farrell, their health career teacher, writes, Abby and Christiana have been stellar students in health careers over the last 4 years. They are polite, honest, and hardworking with high achievement. Both are working as CNAs at an assisted living facility, and both will be attending URI in the fall in the nursing program. The University of Rhode Island Think Big Scholarship is awarding a $1,500 scholarship to a member of our senior class who plans to attend the University of Rhode Island in the fall. The student must embody URI's vision of thinking big in their work and school community. We are pleased to announce Alex Lavoie has won this scholarship. Alex has participated in Student Council, Model Legislature, Recycling Club, National Honor Society, and the Math Club. He plans to attend URI and major in history. The National Merit Scholarship Program is an academic competition for recognition and scholarships. Approximately 1.6 million high school students qualify for this program every year. through the PSAT exam. This year, Evan Hammer has been awarded a Certificate of Merit by demonstrating thorough, distinguished performance, high potential of future academic accomplishment, and high potential of future academic accomplishment. Congratulations, Evan. Please welcome back Mrs. Maycomber to present the next 4 leadership awards.
The Prudential Spirit of Community Awards program is the United States' largest youth recognition program based exclusively on volunteer community service. Created in 1995 by Prudential and the National Association of Secondary School Principals, the program honors middle level and high school students for outstanding service to others at the local, state, and national level. Thus far, it has recognized more than 130,000 young people who've made a difference and inspired countless others to consider how they might contribute to their communities. Our recipient tonight was selected as the winner for the state of Rhode Island for her outstanding work with the implementation of the Unified Oakers. Over the past 2 years, she has worked tirelessly to grow this program and spread the message of inclusion and acceptance, not only within our school, but also throughout the district and state. She is the first student from Coventry High School to ever receive this prestigious award. She is truly an exceptional student, but more importantly, she is an exceptional person who goes out of her way daily to make life better for others. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the recipient of the Prudential Spirit of Community Award to Coventry's Jaya Joyce. Service to School Award. This award is presented to a student who has gone above and beyond to better our school community. This person is instrumental in unifying groups of students and bringing all classes together. This year's winner is a leader in the senior class, serving as the class president for the class of 2020 for the past 2 years. She has the best personality and is always kind and welcoming to everyone. She has spent countless hours organizing every class activity, including the very successful Senior Sunrise, the Spirit Week activities for the class of 2020, the Powder Puff football events, the class's homecoming floats, and many of our school dances. She is an Oker through and through, even dressing up as the elephant for several school events this year. She knows everyone at CHS, and everyone at CHS knows her. She has the unique ability to make every member of the school community feel valued, appreciated, and included. Her service to our school and love for Oker Nation make her the ideal recipient for this award. It gives me great pleasure to present the Service to School Award to the Mayor of Coventry High School, Miss Vanessa McDonald. The Lieutenant Governor's Award. The Lieutenant Governor's Advanced Rhode Island Leadership Award is presented to a graduating senior who best embodies the qualities of a student leader and exhibits a combination of dedication to his or her studies and a commitment to community service. This award serves to recognize that student who has made a real difference in his or her school. The award recipient is committed to leading positive change in the state of Rhode Island by starting in their own community. I'm honored to recognize our student who inspires other students daily to excel and achieve excellence, while also stressing the importance of kindness and compassion. She sets the example by her actions for all to follow. She's a member of the National, Rhode Island, and World Language Honor Societies, and one of the co-founders of the Unified Oakers. Through her leadership and hard work, we have seen our culture transform into one of inclusion and respect for all students. She has also spread the unified message to all schools within our district, leading school-wide assemblies to each of our elementary and middle schools. Additionally, she is a member of the Student Council, serves as a senior mentor to the 9th grade students, and is on the executive board of the World Language Club. She's a member of the Unified Volleyball team, which she actively started at CHS. This student is a trusted leader, an excellent student, a terrific friend, and a civic-minded citizen. Please join me in congratulating Miss Juliana Sinna for this award. The Principal's Leadership Award. The Principal's Leadership Award allows secondary school principals the opportunity to nominate one student who has demonstrated both strong academic and co-curricular leadership to the National Association of Secondary School Principals for a National Leadership Award. This nominee is often the student that the principal knows his or her peers trust, admire, and often turn to in order to speak for the students and address their concerns to the administration. This year's recipient is an exceptional nominee. The recipient has taken on tremendous responsibility in our school. She is an incredibly hard worker, an extremely reliable classmate, and is one of the most spirited students I have met in my career. With any challenge or difficult situation, she approaches it with a positive attitude. This has been seen over her entire high school career, but has been even more evident over the past 2 months as she has worked overtime to keep her classmates connected to one another through video projects that she has then shared with the faculty and the community through social media. Her ability to support her classmates and motivate everyone around her is admirable. Kind-hearted, committed, respectful, and positive are adjectives frequently used by her peers and teachers to describe her work. She's an inspiration to her teachers with her strong work ethic, sense of determination, and incredible ochre pride. It's my pleasure to nominate to the National Association of Secondary School Principals for the Principals Leadership Award, Miss Bianca Colucci. And up next to present the World Language Awards is Curriculum Coordinator Bethany Giblin.
It is my distinct honor to be here tonight to acknowledge our students and present the World Language Awards for French, Italian, and Spanish. Each year, the World Language Department selects students for the Ethel Eastman Ferguson Award for Excellence in French, Italian, and Spanish. Mrs. Eastman Ferguson was an outstanding world language curriculum coordinator who challenged and inspired her students to incorporate the target language and culture into their everyday learning. This award is given to one student in each of the 3 languages and is presented to the student with an exceptional average in the highest level of their language studies. These students must also show an appreciation and love of the language beyond the classroom. All 3 recipients have exhibited high critical thinking skills and have shown a love and appreciation for the cultures they are studying. The Ethel Eastman Ferguson Award in French is being given to a student that has participated every year in the National French exam. This young lady's teacher states that she has an outstanding ability to interpret the French language, is one of the most conscientious students she has ever encountered, and has simply wowed her over the past 4 years with her efforts to learn the French language. As a dually enrolled language student, she is equally successful in her Spanish 2 honors class. She takes on every challenge head-on and never hesitates to give her all, which leads her to be so successful academically in all domains. Notably, this year, she has also earned her seal of biliteracy in French and English. The recipient of the Ethel Eastman Ferguson Award for Excellence in French is Jaya Joyce. The Italian Award recipient has excelled in Italian for the last 4 years. This student began this year as an active participant in class, and it was clear early on that she had an incredible work ethic. She has grown so much, surprising her teacher with an incredible ability to use the spoken language, in addition to her consistent hard work. In addition to her stellar and hard-earned grades, her drive to challenge herself has resulted in a distinction that we teachers work hard to help students earn, the seal of biliteracy in Italian and English. This achievement is a testament to her skills and perseverance. This year's recipient of the Ethel Eastman Ferguson Award for Excellence in Italian goes to Morgan Maher. Our Spanish Award recipient is a conscientious and determined student with a genuine love of learning and prowess with the Spanish language and its numerous cultures. She is an assiduous student who recognizes the merit achieved through hard work. She is consistent in her pursuit of growth and is unafraid to take risks to achieve her goals. In just 4 short years of language study, she has been able to achieve an advanced proficiency unrivaled by most of her peers in reading, listening, writing, and speaking in the target language. This student has mastered the advanced placement Spanish language and culture skills and content, and has earned the seal of biliteracy in Spanish and English. The recipient of the Ethel Eastman Ferguson Award for Excellence in Spanish is Sofia DiMuccio. This next award is given to a student of Italian who has shown her affinity for languages since she was in middle school. Her language journey began with Spanish, but spilled into the world of Italian when she was a junior. She took the skills she learned in Spanish and applied them in the Italian classroom, excelling in Italian 1 and 2 honors, and experiencing much gratification upon learning a new language and culture. Her Italian teacher says that she would routinely express her amazement upon learning topics in Italian, which made the experience of teaching her incredibly fulfilling. Seeing her fall in love with the language with sincere fascination and excitement is something her teacher will remember for a very long time. Additionally, this recipient is also an active member of the World Language Executive Board. Her attitude of acceptance, kindness to all, and appreciation for knowledge will be missed not only in her Italian classroom, but within the walls of CHS. This year's Vince Lombardi Award goes to Juliana Senat. The following award is a $400 scholarship in honor of Dr. Alfredo C. Incera, father of Spanish teacher Christine Hoskins, former professor of Spanish at Providence College and Cuban immigrant. The scholarship is given to a student who has completed Spanish 4 Honors or AP Spanish and excels in the Spanish language. It is the family's hope that through this scholarship, Dr. Incera's legacy will live on. This year's recipient is best described as extremely intelligent, culturally aware, and linguistically talented. She is enrolled in Advanced Placement Spanish Language and Culture and has excelled all year. She is an outstanding student with an unassuming demeanor inside and outside of class. Due to her meticulous preparation for each class, this student is consistently prepared to participate in and initiate class discussion in the target language. She has also achieved the seal of biliteracy in Spanish and English. This year's recipient will be attending Mr. Incera's alma mater of Providence College in the fall. The 2020 recipient of the Alfredo C. Incera Scholarship is Anna Kaluski. Lastly, tonight for the third time, since his passing, on April 28, 2017, the first of 3 $500 Eric Trogish One Love Memorial Scholarships will be presented across the United States in honor of Madam Texera's brother, Eric. The qualifications for this scholarship are those that best embody Eric's spirit and attributes. The student must be enrolled in a 4th or 5th year of a world language, be gifted in the performing arts and/or athletics, but most importantly, must be kind. Eric would have wanted us to celebrate him and applaud his life. This scholarship was created for just that purpose and to perpetuate the love for him despite his absence. The recipient of this scholarship was chosen because she stands out as having the most qualities of Eric. She is gifted not only in athletics, but also in the domain of music. She is the most genuine young lady you'll ever meet and never has an unkind thing to say about anyone. She's not afraid of a challenge and has proven that her hard work has paid off despite some injuries and setbacks she's endured. She gives 110% in all she commits to and has been a proven team player in her 4 years in athletics and music. She has been a mentor to her younger classmates in music, a member of the band council for 2 years, and a role model for her teammates as a captain on the basketball team. She truly embodies all of the components required to qualify for this award, and therefore it is my distinct pleasure, on behalf of the Trogish Texera family, to award the 2020 Eric Trogish One Love Memorial Scholarship to Mademoiselle Lauren Jennings. To present the awards to outstanding students in physical education, please welcome Mrs. Deborah Pacheco, Curriculum Coordinator for Physical Education.
The Outstanding Physical Education Award is being presented to students who truly enjoy participating in all kinds of physical education activities. These students value the importance of leading a healthy lifestyle and exemplify what it means to have responsible personal and social behavior, including good sportsmanship, character, civility, and citizenship. Both of these students are natural leaders and are positive role models for their peers. They are well-skilled, enthusiastic, cooperative, and always willing to assist others in the physical education setting. On behalf of the Physical Education Department, I would like to present the award for Outstanding Physical Education Students of the Year to Anna Kaluski and Nicholas Fuentes. The next award is Outstanding Achievement in Physical Fitness. In all 4 years of high school at CHS, students are given the Physical Fitness Assessment, which is a national standards-based fitness test that assesses cardiovascular and muscular endurance. Scores on each of these individual tests are added together to determine our overall highest scoring students. It is my pleasure to present this award for outstanding achievement on the physical fitness assessment to our highest scoring seniors, Caitlin Randall and Edward Manzano. To present the awards to the outstanding students in science and technology and business departments, please welcome Mr. Stephen Lukowitz.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Our first business award recognizes outstanding achievement in accounting. The Outstanding Achievement Accounting Award is given to a senior who has demonstrated outstanding achievement in their accounting classes. This young man has displayed an aptitude and passion for the field of accounting. He has an organized intellect and a keen eye for detail, which is imperative to becoming successful in the accounting field. One aspect that sets this young man apart from other notable candidates is his willingness and ability to assist other students in understanding the finer aspects in the area of accounting. He will continue his studies in accounting in college next fall. The Coventry High School Outstanding Achievement and Accounting Award goes to Patrick Wilcox. Our next award is in recognition of our outstanding business student. The Outstanding Business Student Award recognizes a senior who has demonstrated outstanding achievement in finance and business-related classes. This young lady was recognized for achievements in technology, principles of accounting, personal finance, and financial algebra. She sparkles as a leader and is a driving force within group work. In addition to her leadership qualities, she's a well-organized, motivated, conscientious, and flexible student. Coupled with her academic qualities, she has also had many worldly travel experiences that will only aid her in her success. She has a unique background that will enable her to understand and reach a wide range of people in various markets. Please join me in congratulating the Coventry High School Outstanding Business Student, Bernice Lee. Our first science award recognizes outstanding achievement in scientific inquiry. This award recognizes a student who has demonstrated superior skills in the application of science. This year's award winner is a hardworking, dedicated student who excels in the field of science. She consistently takes it upon herself to analyze the content and then apply it to real-life situations. Her work on her science fair project, Fading Fruit Flies, earned her a first grant award and Best in Fair at this year's science fair. The deserving winner for outstanding achievement in scientific inquiry is Riley Windrow. Our next award is the Amgen Outstanding Achievement in Biotechnology Award. Coventry High School is one of the few secondary schools in the state that participates in the Amgen Biotech Experience program. This program identifies one student who has excelled in the biotech classroom and has accomplished superior achievement in the field of biotechnology. Our school's recipient has earned exceptional grades in the Coventry High School Biotech program and has been a valuable member of the school's biotech skills competition team for the past 3 years. This student has demonstrated leadership and dependability in our community as he has represented our biotech program at numerous Coventry community nights, both state and Coventry career fairs, and at CTE open houses. He has earned the respect of his peers as he stands out in the biotech laboratory. His future is bright as he will continue his education by attending the URI Biotechnology program next fall. This year's recipient of the Amgen Outstanding Achievement Award in Biotechnology is Devin Mellon. Our next award is the Outstanding Achievement in Biology Award. This award goes to an exceptional biology student that exemplifies hard work, commitment, and academic determination. She's a thinker who often asks probing questions and offers her opinion during classroom discussions. She's caring, responsible, respectful, independent, helpful, inquisitive, and analytical. Her teachers describe her as very teachable, intelligent, and one of the kindest students they've had the pleasure of having in class. She has a genuine interest in learning and makes academic connections not for the grades she will earn, but for the quest of knowledge. She's a remarkable team player who is patient, caring, and has a great disposition. Her love of biology and her thirst for knowledge are contagious to all those around her. The deserving recipient of this year's Outstanding Achievement in Biology Award is Sophia DiMuccio. Our next award recognizes outstanding achievement in physics. This student is described as a superior physics student who is a hard worker, extremely bright, and has a unique insight to problem solving and scientific application. He has a humble and quiet intelligence, as well as a dry sense of humor and is quick with subtle jokes, which makes him a pleasure to have in class. In addition to performing excellently academically, he gives his time to many other school clubs and organizations. The Outstanding Achievement in Physics Award goes to Liam Cohen. Our next award is the Ernest D'Amico Award for Excellence in Science. This award is a $500 scholarship presented to a student that has excelled in science and that mimics the character of Mr. Ernie D'Amico, former Coventry High School Science Department Chair, longtime physics teacher, and a tremendous supporter of Coventry High School throughout the years. The characteristics exhibited by this student include exceptional problem solving, enthusiasm for science, dedication, integrity, and character. This senior is as special to his peers as he is to the science department. Having taken 4 years of science core classes, along with multiple science electives, this student has been a huge contributor to the Coventry High School Biotech Skills Competition team. He is passionate for sharing his knowledge with his peers and his community. He's a leader who patiently guides both his peers and his younger community members through laboratory techniques and skills. He has a keen enthusiasm for science education and is a highly motivated student. He will continue his studies in URI biotechnology program in the fall, and I am certain he'll go on to accomplish great things. This year's deserving recipient of the Ernest D'Amico Award for Science Excellence is Ryan Kelly. The final science award is the Dennis Lefty St. Amand Memorial Scholarship. This award is given in memory of Dennis Lefty St. Amand, who was a former teacher and golf coach at Coventry High School. This scholarship is funded by an annual golf tournament held in Lefty's honor. It is attended by Lefty's family, friends, and colleagues. With the funds raised, a donation is made to the Coventry High School golf team, and a $1,000 scholarship is awarded to a recognized student that not just excelled in the classroom, but demonstrated the character and class of Dennis Lefty St. Amand. He was a longtime colleague, coach, and friend to many at Coventry High School. This year's recipient shows great character, commitment, and a love for science and sports, just like Lefty. This young man is described by teachers as friendly, polite, respectful, and an overall outstanding student in person. This student has continuously challenged himself by taking many difficult science courses while also playing several sports. He will be attending URI in the fall and will be majoring in nursing. This year's Lefty St. Amand Memorial Scholarship Award winner is Ryan Frazier. To present awards for Unified Arts, please welcome Mr. William Smith, Curriculum Coordinator for Unified Arts Department.
Thank you, Mr. Lukowitz. The Unified Arts Department recognizes outstanding senior students in 3 categories: visual arts, technical arts, and music. And we will begin with the Overall Art Award. This is a compilation of Miss Celeste, Mrs. Caparelli, and Miss Allard, and they have put together the description. The Overall Senior Visual Art Award is presented to a senior student that has excelled in all art mediums during the 4 years at Coventry High School. This year's recipient is most deserving of this award in the way she solves visual problems with sophistication, passion, perseverance, expression, and clarity through experimentation of various art media. This young lady excels in 2D and 3D art forms, a prolific painter with a vibrant palette, a keen observer, and a top ceramics student. Her talent was recognized on a regional and national scale in the prestigious Scholastics Art Award in 2019 and regionally in 2020. She participates in school community art exhibitions and completed the Senior Spirit Week mural advocating for the arts and enhancing school culture. She nurtures her talent, taking lessons off campus. The best words to describe her is dependable, reliable, creative, and talented. Even with the challenge of distant learning, she continues to show her dedication and hard work in her art assignments. The overall senior visual artist is Samantha Lauder. The second and final art award is a Senior Digital Art Award. Ms. Allard writes, as an art educator, I have been extremely impressed with both her technical ability and motivation. This young woman applies sensitivity and originality to every art project with ease. Intuitive and talented, she has also been an asset to all of my art classes. She creates artwork that is cohesive in form and eloquent in communication of sophisticated concepts. Her digital art talent was recognized on a regional scale in the prestigious Scholastic Art Awards in 2018, 19, and 20. This young lady will immerse in her new community of art this fall at Pratt Institute with her energy, enthusiasm, and commitment. The Senior Digital Art Award is presented to Olivia Petrarca. Now going on to the Technical Art Award. This student is very accomplished at building and designing. He has completed a variety of classes in the Technical Arts Department, and his attention to detail and creative designs place him at a superior level. He is always willing to get involved in school projects. His hands-on abilities and willingness to listen and implement what he learns will make him successful in whatever path he chooses in life. The overall Technical Art Senior Award is presented to Matthew Levitt. Going on to the Music Awards, the National School Choral Award. This is Mrs. St. Severia's description. The student receiving the National Choral Award is a well-deserving student. I have had the privilege of knowing the student for 7 years, and it has been my pleasure watching her grow into the musician she is today. This student has always held herself to the highest qualities and has always worked very hard to improve. The student always proves again and again how talented they are by not only taking private voice lessons, but also piano and guitar. One of the most wonderful qualities about her is humility, the mark of a true musician. This young lady continually gets solo, has participated in drama at the middle and high school, has been a member of the Alumni Music Educators All-State Festival since 7th grade, is a leader amongst her fellow students and challenges herself to be better always. On top of being a tremendous choral student, she is known as being kind, accepting, and a positive mentor among the other students. I know that I will miss her tremendously. The soprano section just won't be the same, but she is going to have a wonderful journey ahead. She plans to study music education at Rhode Island College next year. It is my pleasure to award the National Choral Award to Jessica Gannon. The John Philip Sousa Band Award. The John Philip Sousa Band Award goes to an outstanding senior student that demonstrates superior achievement in instrumental music. This year's award winner has made an allegiance to the band through her excellent musicianship, mentoring her peers, and participating in all performances with proven individual accountability in preparing her music. She has conducted the marching band as a drum major and is the president of the band council this year. Truly a hard worker, she successfully passed an audition for the Rhode Island Music Educators All-State Festival all 4 years on bass clarinet, and this year she was elected to the jazz ensemble on baritone saxophone. She will be sorely missed next year in both Honors Band and Honors Jazz Ensemble. John Philip Sousa Band Award is presented to Anna Abjian. And our final music award is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. This award goes to a senior that has demonstrated superior musicianship in jazz performance and especially jazz improvisation. This year's recipient of the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award has played bass guitar in the jazz ensemble for 3 years, in which she has worked extremely hard to prepare her parts for performances. I remember when she first approached me to join the Honors Jazz Ensemble. She confessed to me that her skills were limited, but she had started taking private instruction. I've been so impressed with her growth over the past years that I don't hesitate to give her the most challenging music going forward. I will certainly miss her sincere personality and that warm smile. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is presented to Alexandra Brock. And now to present awards from the English department, please welcome Mrs. Julie Lima Boyle, Curriculum Coordinator.
Good evening. I have 2 awards to present this night. The first is the Rhode Island College Book Award. This award honors a senior planning to attend RIC in the fall who has shown both scholarship and leadership. This year's recipient has been an active member of our Career Tech program as she prepares for a career as a teacher. She is a great role model to others. As her English teacher this year, I can testify that her passion for reading and willingness to pursue answers to her questions are noteworthy. It is a pleasure to award Bailey DeRaphael the 2020 Rhode Island College Book Award. Bailey will study at RIC and major in education in the fall. The second award I would like to present this evening is the Outstanding Senior English Award. This award is a scholarship award of cash and prizes. The process of selecting the recipients each year falls to English teachers who nominate and provide evidence why each candidate put forth is deserving. This year's recipient is from our AP Literature class taught by Mrs. Zenyan, and she has offered some observations on this scholar as follows. The best word to describe this student is humble. This student is an anomaly of introversion and extroversion. Though soft-spoken, this student is an upstanding member of a rowdy, gaming, video-making, hilarious friend group. Before social distancing, this crew was known to binge-watch movies together on Friday nights and to critique them endlessly. This student is a Shakespeare aficionado. As a senior, the student has read 3 of the Bard's plays for sheer enjoyment. This student is a brilliant writer and a reader who pens statements like, quote, "I have so many interests in my life, I cannot even begin to summarize them all in just a sentence or 2. I love history, the sciences, I like to read nonfiction, historical fiction, science fiction, and my 2 favorite video games are Civilization 5 and Civilization 6. Behind each of the students' flawless writings and digital media presentations is so much hard work. Most teachers would argue that it is an honor to read this work. It is difficult not to rely on hyperbole to describe the student's commitment to scholarly obligations, yet somehow the student remains surprised when the spotlight lands on him. This student will attend Brown University next year, where he will concentrate in political science and most likely continue to find time to read Shakespeare just for fun. It's a great pleasure to congratulate Liam Cohen as the 2020 Outstanding Senior English Student. And now to present awards for mathematics is the curriculum coordinator for that department, Mr. Chuck Branchode.
Good evening. In mathematics, we give out 4 awards. First one we're going to talk about is the Problem Solver Award. Each year, we host a mathematics competition. It's called the American Mathematics Competition. Juniors and seniors choose to take our rigorous 75-minute test of mathematical thinking and problem solving. One senior rose above the rest, actually earned the highest score ever by any student at CHS. Some comments about this student: a natural math brain. The way they are able to analyze and conquer material independently is pretty incredible. Just gets math and absorbs content so quickly, it really amazes me. This year's Problem Solver Award goes to Tom O'Neill. Next award is our Pythagoras Passion Award. This award goes to a student that has exemplified finding a passion for mathematics and pursuing it. The recipient has worked through our math courses at a vigorous pace, pushed themselves to maximize their potential, all while holding true to their character and integrity. Teachers' comments include displayed integrity throughout their entire high school career, has had to take only one final exam that he was not exempt from, geometry honors, and he earned a lowly 81. Still earned a 91 for the year, though. Has taken more than the 4 required math courses, participated fully in every aspect of class, and has shared a love of the content with other students. He is the most honorable student I have met at CHS. This year's Passion Award goes to Liam Cohen. Our third award is the Triumph Achievement Award. This award goes to a senior who has exhibited outstanding achievement in mathematics throughout their high school career. This decision is never an easy one. As many outstanding math students that we have, they are all exemplified dedication to mathematics as well as their achievement in math. Comments on this year's recipient: a true math enrichment student, always stretching their thinking beyond the regular class material to see how the math can be applied. They plainly think math. I've gone to them to get creative solutions to problems, and they come up with insightful analysis and thinking right away. A brain with a special ability. This year's Achievement Award goes to Evan Hammer. Our final award is brought to us by the Bank Newport for the Financial Student of the Year. Bank Newport and Coventry High School, we partnered again this year to present a financial education program to help students increase their financial skills and understand that managing their personal finances can pave the way for a bright economic future. As a community bank, sharing our financial expertise is integral to Bank Newport's mission. Whether students choose to enter the workforce or pursue formal education after high school, we want them to be confident in their financial choices and achieve success as future employees, parents, and members of our community. This evening, Bank Newport is extremely proud to celebrate our wonderful partnership by presenting a $1,000 scholarship to a very deserving young woman. She participated in our financial education program this year and demonstrated integrity, aptitude, leadership, and community outreach in her scholarship application. Teacher comments include quietly powerful. She remains focused on career goals and works responsibly towards them. An amazing writer, a deep thinker, insightful, organized, a thoughtful leader, constantly seeks to understand others' thinking. The recipient of the Bank Newport Financial Education Scholarship is Natalie Fortier. Please welcome Mrs. Lisa Johansson to present Social Studies Awards.
Our first award goes to, is presented for our outstanding achievement in psychology. Presented by the American Psychological Association, the Outstanding Psychology Award goes to the student who excels in the study of behavioral science. This year's recipient has consistently demonstrated high scholarship, is diligent, and holds herself to a high standard. She is insightful and has a natural ability to analyze and think like a psychologist or a sociologist. Ms. Holbogen, her advanced placement psychology teacher, describes her as an extremely hardworking student who contributes to class discussion, seeks feedback from teachers, and analyzes important psychology concepts at a level above many of her peers. She demonstrates a willingness and selflessness to help others. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Psychology is Sophia DiMuccio. Our second award is for the Luther Wetstein Scholarship Athlete Award. The Luther Wetstein Award is named after a former social studies department chair and track coach. It is awarded to the student that is an exceptional student of history and also an outstanding athlete. This student is a true three-sport athlete at Coventry, an outstanding soccer player, indoor track hurdler and jumper, an all-division baseball player. He has been named MVP of the boys' indoor track team over the last 2 years. In addition, he is the school record holder in the 60-meter hurdle race. He is remarkably well respected by his fellow athletes, other coaches, and officials. His athleticism is off the charts, and his overall work ethic is immeasurable. He challenges himself academically with numerous AP classes and is a person of true character. This year's recipient of the Luther Wetstein Scholar Athlete Award is Lauren Vaughan. Our next award is the Pell Award for Overall Excellence in History. Established by the Pell family, the Pell Medal for Excellence in the Study of United States History is named for U.S. Representative Herbert C. Pell and his son, U.S. Senator Claiborne Pell. Senator Pell served in the Senate for 36 years and worked to strengthen the American foreign policy. This medal is awarded to one student at each high school in the state who has excelled in the study of U.S. history. The award is a testament to the Pell family belief that understanding American history is essential to leadership. Selected by members of the Social Studies Department, this year's recipient is described as an exceptional student and future leader and historian. He has a sincere love of history and has taken nearly every social studies course offered at Coventry High School, including Advanced Placement United States History, AP Government and Politics, AP Modern World History, European History, and Rhode Island History. His dream is to become a history professor. He not only excels in the classroom, but in leadership, initiative, and community service. He is the chairman of the Labor and Finance Committee of the Model Legislature Program at Coventry High School, as well as serving as the Speaker of the House of the 73rd Rhode Island Model Legislature. This year's recipient of the prestigious Claiborne Pell Medal for Excellence in the Study of United States History is Alex Lavoie. Okay, our last award is for the Student Voice Jubilee Scholarship. The Social Studies Department held its first annual Student Voice Jubilee Essay Contest in honor of the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment. In 1920, women finally gained the right to vote. This year's prompt asked students to reflect on this question: why are young Americans less likely than other groups to vote? And how would you encourage your peers to go and exercise the right to vote? This student put forth ideas to intrinsically motivate young voters to become informed and exercise their right to vote. This year's recipient of a $500 scholarship is Ariana Brock. To present the award to the outstanding students in our Career and Technical School, please welcome Mrs. Lori Ferguson, Director of the Career and Technical Center.
Good evening. The outstanding advanced welding student. Shane is a hardworking young man with a bright future in the welding industry. As a junior, Shane was recommended by his teacher to participate in an advanced training opportunity at the Westerly Education Center. It would require him to add 3 additional hours to his school day. Understanding the opportunity could lead to a future job, Shane took full advantage. Not only did it lead to a paid senior internship at Electric Boat, but his Electric Boat supervisor was so impressed by his dedication to the company, his commitment to learn, and his mature work ethic that he has been offered full-time employment upon graduation with an advanced rate of pay. Congratulations to Shane Henderson as this year's outstanding advanced welding student. The outstanding automotive student. Josh Weeks has demonstrated excellent work ethic and professional skills throughout his automotive training. He is by far the top in his class and well respected by his peers. Josh is always excited to talk to new students about the program and the benefits of automotive training. He is serious about learning new skills, and as a result, he was recommended for and completed a senior internship at a local automotive business. His automotive teacher said Josh is an exemplary student and any employer would be lucky to have him. This year's outstanding automotive student is Joshua Weeks. Anthony Matola is this year's outstanding carpentry student for many reasons. Not only has he achieved excellent technical skills in carpentry and participated in numerous community projects such as Project Playhouse and the Tomorrow Fund, but he has emerged as a leader. He has demonstrated initiative by taking on many of the classroom responsibilities, and he is always willing to help his classmates and teacher. This was supported by his senior internship employer, RJM Woodworking, on his performance evaluation, which stated, "Anthony always exhibits a willingness to learn and take on new responsibilities. He displays a positive attitude." I am happy to announce Anthony Matola as this year's Outstanding Carpentry Student. Outstanding Cosmetology Student. Emma Davidson's passion for cosmetology can be seen in every aspect of her life. This passion, along with her strong work ethic and optimism, is what sets her apart from her peers. She works tirelessly to achieve the high goals she sets for herself. She competed in Skills USA, displaying her amazing talent as a cosmetologist. In the classroom, she's demonstrated leadership by sharing her knowledge with others, always lending a hand and conducting herself professionally. Emma is the first to volunteer for events, and starting as a freshman, she attended parent information sessions, was a student ambassador, and attended middle school career fairs and community night. Ms. Gorman states that Emma is a student who always made a positive contribution to the learning environment and did so with a smile. Congratulations to Emma Davidson as this year's Outstanding Cosmetology Student. The Outstanding Criminal Justice Student. Mr. Reed states, "Immediately upon meeting Eric, I observed him to be a very motivated and dedicated individual. His academic performance has always been exceptional due to his diligence, interest, and commitment to education. Eric is one of the most caring, loyal, and helpful students. He is a proud member of Project Unify and the Unified basketball team. He has volunteered as a student ambassador and is always the first to say yes when asking for volunteers. He presents himself maturely and professionally, although he has a quick wit that has become a mainstay in the classroom. Mr. Reed states, I am certain he will continue to excel as a result of his motivation and drive. We look forward to watching his story unfold as he pursues his aspiration of becoming a police officer. It is with pride and without reservation that I award Eric Gonkovs with the Outstanding Criminal Justice Student Award. The Outstanding Culinary Arts Student. Emily is an outstanding student. She always volunteers for every opportunity to participate in the culinary program. She is well-rounded and highly capable of effectively working any station in the Naughty Oak Room. Not only is she dedicated to her schoolwork, she is also an outstanding employee, working in the industry for over 3 years. Emily completed a summer internship last year at Hemingway's restaurant in Providence. They were so impressed with her knowledge and skills, they offered her a permanent job. Emily Rich is by far one of the best students the Culinary Arts program has ever had. We wish her continued growth and success. Outstanding Education Studies Student. Excuse me. Ariana is a model student with a pleasant disposition. She completed her internship at Hopkins Hill Elementary School this year, where she was described by her cooperating teacher as organized, meticulous, and motivational. She challenges herself academically and has maintained an A average all 3 years in the program. In addition to her membership in the National Honor Society, Ariana is a Skills USA state officer. As an officer, she has attended numerous national and regional leadership conferences and has been a facilitator at the State Leadership Conference. Displaying confidence and enthusiasm, Ariana has been a strong advocate for career and technical education and has spoken at many Career Center events. I am honored to award the Outstanding Education Studies Student Award to Ariana Brock. The Outstanding Advertising and Marketing Design Student. Olivia has competed in Skills USA Rhode Island for advertising design and pin design contests these past 2 years. Her logo designs have been selected by numerous clients for WVCY Radio, Rhode Island Transitions, and the Rhode Island Home Show. In the summer of 2019, Olivia completed a Prepare RI internship with a New York-based art gallery. She was recently awarded a $72,000 scholarship to Pratt University to study design. It is with honor and distinction to award the Outstanding Advertising, Marketing, and Design Award to Olivia Petracca. Outstanding Health Career Student. Leah Andre is not only an exceptional student, but her compassionate and positive demeanor distinguishes her from her peers. Enrolled in the Health Careers Honors Program, she is always well prepared for class, demonstrating her commitment to her education and dedication to the field. In her junior year, Leah won a gold medal in the medical math competition for Skills USA. She traveled to Louisville, Kentucky to compete in the Nationals, where she placed 17th in the country. This was a great achievement. Since visiting a long-term care facility as a student, Leah became employed as a unit assistant and is now working as a nursing assistant. It is with pride and honor to award the Outstanding Health Career Student Award to Leah Andre. Outstanding Computer IT Award. Benjamin Cohen is one of the hardest working students in the computer IT program. Mr. Cattell is so impressed by Ben's readiness to learn, the effort he put forth in class, and his passion for cybersecurity. Ben earned the highest grade of any student this year in the URI Fundamentals of Cybersecurity class, and he will earn 4 college credits from URI. Last year, Ben participated in a summer internship with the Keystone Group, providing tech support and troubleshooting IT issues. He received glowing accolades from his employer. Ben has also been an enthusiastic recruiter for the program and participated in many events showcasing the program. It is without a doubt that Benjamin Cohn has earned this year's Outstanding Student Award for Computer IT. Outstanding Navy Junior ROTC Award. Mackenzie Bonegg is the NJROTC Unit Commanding Officer and has been instrumental in growing and strengthening the unit. She has been an integral part of the NJROTC drill and marksmanship teams. She has demonstrated leadership in countless ways as a member of the peer mentoring program, a student ambassador, a volunteer for recruitment activities, and numerous hours with the NJROTC unit supporting the school, community, and veterans organizations. As further evidence of her leadership and commitment to her school, Mackenzie was a member of the CHS volleyball team and did the school announcement since her sophomore year. She has set the bar high and is an impressive example of this year's Navy JROTC Outstanding Student Award. The next award is the Robert H. Hoban Tradesman Award. Robert H. Hoban Sr. was a laborer who worked as a pressman, printing the color advertisements for the newspaper for close to 40 years. With little formal education, Robert Hoban reminded us that intelligence comes in many forms. Committed to reading the newspaper every day, completing each daily crossword puzzle, and always learning new skills, Robert was as smart as any college graduate. While he recognized that education was important, he understood that our country needed all types of workers. Robert was proud to be a tradesman. Jared Pimentel epitomizes these traits. Like Mr. Hoban, he is intelligent, committed to his education, and interested in learning new skills. He is proud to become a tradesman. His welding teacher said that Jared was the hardest working student he ever had, and he took advantage of the opportunities offered within the program. Aside from his extra training at the Westerly Education Center, Jared completed a senior internship at Electric Boat. He too will be hired full-time employment upon graduation. His supervisor wrote in his evaluation, Jared's maturity and professionalism is exceptionally outstanding for his age. Quality and understanding of his work exceeds his experience and is quite impressive. I am proud to honor Jared Pimento with the Robert H. Hoban Senior Tradesman Award. The Regional Career and Technical Center Award. Austin J. Andrews is driven and a leader. He became immersed in Skills USA as our Coventry chapter treasurer, where he was instrumental in organizing, fundraising, and community service events. In addition, he competed in the criminal justice event at Skills USA, winning a gold medal, our first gold medal in criminal justice. He has been an outstanding ambassador, allowing students to shadow him, giving presentations to our business community, students, and parents. He attended all Career and Technical Center events and was a panel member on numerous informational sessions, illustrating what our center has to offer above and beyond the criminal justice program. He successfully advocated for an internship with the Department of Environmental Management, the first high school student to ever receive one. Austin is by far one of the kindest and most helpful students I know, and it is without question that I award the Regional Career and Technical Center Award to him. The John Ball Award. In 1966, John Ball became the first director of our Career Center, retiring after a robust and fulfilling career of 23 years. It is through his great leadership and progressive vision that we continue as a successful center. The John Ball Award is given to a student who recognizes the importance and commitment of career and technical education and uses this impetus to promote CTE in the school and community through exemplary leadership and character. It is clear that Sophie Chattel embodies all of these qualities and is so deserving of the John Ball Award. Sophie's ability to lead her fellow classmates is second to none. She was elected as reporter for our Coventry chapter of Skills USA and has without a doubt become the face of Skills USA in our school. Our chapter membership has grown significantly due to her passion and drive to promote CTE and Skills USA. Her efforts have also been noticed in the community, and she was instrumental in organizing our toy drive and various fundraising events. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, most Skills USA events were canceled. Rather than be discouraged, Sophie implemented the first ever virtual Skills Spirit Week, where pictures of students demonstrating their skills were posted on social media. Congratulations to Sophie Chattel as this year's recipient of the John Ball Award. I would now like to welcome Ms. Donna Bowden to the podium. Thank you.
On behalf of the athletic department, it is my privilege to present the next 10 athletic awards. The first award in athletics is the Milton Byros Unsung Player Award. This award is given to a male and female athlete who have given all they can to their teams. The two players receiving this award are consummate teammates and leaders on their respective teams. Our female unsung hero is Madison Resendiz. Madison is a three-sport varsity athlete competing in soccer, basketball, and outdoor track. She is the ultimate team player. She was an integral part of the soccer team's success this year, helping them reach the Division I quarterfinals. She led the soccer team in points with a combined total of 15 goals and 7 assists, earning all division honors. During the basketball season, Madison was called upon by me to play multiple positions, often being asked to guard the opposing team's best offensive player. She accepted this undaunting task without complaining, ensuring her team's success. Madison played with tenacity and humility, always placing the success of the team ahead of her own. She will be attending Curry College in the fall, where she will also be part of the women's soccer team. The Milton Byros male unsung player is a four-year member of both the football and lacrosse teams. Sean Nolan never sought the spotlight. Although he was a team captain and named the offensive MVP as a junior and defensive MVP as a senior on the football team, his recognition was a result of him making sure that the team's success was first. His willingness to take on whatever role necessary led to the betterment of his teammates. His quiet leadership skills, hard work, and dedication also led to his being named first team All-Division as a junior and a senior. Sean will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island in the fall. The Douglas Hopper Dedicated Athlete Award is awarded to a male and female athlete who showed true dedication to their team and their sport, and is named after Douglas Hopper, a former teacher, coach, and athletic director. This year's female dedicated athlete is Lauren Jennings. Lauren participated in soccer, basketball, and track. She is a hard worker no matter the setting, practice, or game time. She was often the first one to practice and always the last one to leave. It was not uncommon for LJ to stay and take extra shots or help a teammate with their skills or go over plays with them. Lauren was never satisfied with her own skill level. She always worked to get better. Her dedication to her teammates and the game are unsurpassed. She'll be attending Johnson & Wales University in the fall. The winner of the Male Dedicated Athlete Award is Nick Fuentes. Nick is a quiet leader that leads by example. Participating in basketball and baseball, he is one of the first ones to practice and last to leave. He's a good listener who puts into action on the court or field what his coaches ask of him. Nick was named to the first team All-Division in basketball this year and also received an academic scholarship from the Coaches Association. As a sophomore, Nick played multiple positions, ensuring the success of the baseball team as they reached the state finals. He encourages all to do their best and work hard. He will give you his best at all times. He is the epitome of dedication. Nick will also be attending Johnson & Wales University in the fall. The CHS Sportsmanship Award is given to a male and female athlete who represent the best our athletes have to offer. This year, the Female Sportsmanship Award goes to Katerina Capezza. Trina participates in soccer, basketball, and unified basketball. She was a senior captain for the soccer team and chosen as the team MVP. A first-team All-Division selection, Trina plays hard but fair. She always looks out for the welfare of her teammates, opposing players, and officials. This caring sense is always apparent, but even more so as a partner on the unified basketball team. Trina is a wonderful young lady, a coach's dream, giving 100% every time she steps onto the court or field. She will be attending Johnson & Wales in the fall and will be a member of their women's soccer team. Anthony Sicosio is receiving the Male Sportsmanship Award. Captain of the boys hockey team, Anthony was named to the second team All-Division this year. His ethical and fair behavior to his teammates, opponents, and referees is an inspiration to all. He won the Hobie Baker Award for the team. This is based on coachability, strength of character, integrity, commitment, teamwork, community leadership, and outstanding sportsmanship. Anthony's behavior on and off the ice embody the true meaning of sportsmanship. He will be attending the University of Rhode Island in September. The Scholar Athlete Award is awarded to a male and female decorated student athlete. This year, our female Scholar Athlete Award goes to Sophia DiMuccio. Ranked number 4 in the class of 2020, Sophia competes in cross-country and indoor and outdoor track. A national qualifier in track, Sophia was named first team All-State in cross-country and third team indoor track this year. She was All-Division in cross-country in 2017, 18, 19, indoor track in 2019 and 20, and outdoor track in 2019. All-class in cross-country in 2018 and 19, indoor track in 2019 and 20, and outdoor track in 2020. Sophia was the Class A champion in the indoor 3,000-meter run and currently holds the school record in this event. She also received academic All-State recognition in 2019 and 20. Sophia will be attending the University of Rhode Island in the fall. Our Male Scholar Athlete Award is presented to Lauren Vaughn. Ranked number 23 in the class of 2020, Lauren is an accomplished three-sport athlete competing in soccer, indoor track, and baseball. In soccer, Lauren played multiple positions, fulfilling the needs of the team. He finished 5th in the state this year in the 55-meter hurdle and was all-class and all-division in the hurdles and all-division in the long jump. He holds the school record in the 60-meter hurdles. Lauren is unhittable when pitching for the Oakers. He helped lead the team to the school's first appearance at McCoy Stadium in the state finals as a sophomore. As announced earlier this evening, he has accepted an appointment to the United States Air Force Academy. The Outstanding Athlete Awards are given to our most highly awarded athletes. This year, we have three incredibly talented winners. First, our outstanding female athlete participated on both the volleyball and basketball teams. Madison Desert was named captain of both in her senior year. She helped lead the volleyball team to back-to-back appearances in the state semifinals while earning all-division and third-team all-state recognition. On the basketball court, Maddie was the leading scorer during both her junior and senior years, averaging 18 points and 9 rebounds a game as a senior. She was also named the MVP of the Ocean State Holiday Tournament, First Division All-Team, All-Class, and All-State Honorable Mention. She will be attending Rhode Island College in the fall and hopes to play volleyball and basketball. The first of our two outstanding male athletes is Mason Clark. Captain of the wrestling team, Mason was named the team's MVP this year. Undefeated in dual meets during his high school career, he finished with a record of 186 wins and 9 losses. He has won multiple tournaments over the years, and this year won the Ridgefield Challenge, Frank Shaw's tournament, and the Danbury Holiday Tournament. He was first team All-State as a sophomore, junior, and senior, and second team as a freshman. As a junior, Mason finished second at the New England Championships and was the only Rhode Island wrestler to win a New England Championship this year. He will be attending Columbia University in the fall. A teammate of Mason's for the last 4 years, Josiah Fry, is also being awarded the Outstanding Athlete Award for his dominance on the wrestling mat. Josiah was the team MVP as a junior and is a 3-time state champion. As a junior, he won the New England Championship and went on to compete in Virginia at the national tournament. He is the first and only Coventry wrestler to win a national title. During his high school career, he compiled a record of 148 wins with 78 pins, while also winning numerous invitational tournaments. He will be attending Campbell University this fall. The last 2 athletic award winners are the Coventry High School nominees for the Providence Journal Scholar Athlete Award. Our nominees this year are Sophia DiMuccio and Mason Clark, who have both excelled academically and athletically. In addition to the Projo nomination, Sophia and Mason will also receive the Richard Megarian Scholarship. Richard Megarian was an educator in Coventry for 34 years. In appreciation of his career as a science teacher, assistant principal, and wrestling coach at Coventry High School, Richard and his wife, Judy Megarian, have endowed 2 $500 scholarships to a female and male student athlete. The Megarians' criteria for these scholarships are students who are good students, good athletes, and all-around great kids, who consistently represent Coventry well. On behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Megarian, congratulations. Mrs. Maycomber will now present the Artist Barbour Award.
Okay, we'll give Mrs. Bowden just a couple of minutes. I have the pleasure of presenting the Artist W. Barbour Award. Artist Barbour taught and served as a principal in Coventry Public Schools for 45 years. She began as a teacher in the one-room schoolhouse on Maple Valley Road and finished as a principal that opened Hopkins Hill School. In 1966, she was named as Coventry Citizen of the Year. She was named in the Who's Who of Community Leaders. The Artist Barbour Award is given annually to a graduating senior who exemplifies the qualities and characteristics that made Artist Barbour such a remarkable citizen of the town of Coventry. Throughout her 92 life, Artist Barbour lived by 3 strong and basic principles. A strong community is essential to a democratic society. Every citizen has a responsibility to give back to the community in order to leave a better future for those in the community. And a great education is the key to a successful, high-quality life. Artist Barbour valued children as the future of our community. For that reason, when she retired in 1970, the school department pledged to grant this award annually to a student who exemplifies loyalty to the school, community, and nation. The student must demonstrate empathy and respect for others and maintain a steadfast devotion to their educational pursuits. This award is the most prestigious award that Coventry High School bestows. This year's recipient has taken rigorous and challenging courses throughout her high school career. A senior mentor to freshman students, a member of the National and World Language Honor Societies, and one of the co-founders of the Unified Oakers, she has demonstrated the ability to do it all at Coventry High School. She consistently demonstrates great empathy for others, and she is one of the classiest young women I have ever met. Over the years, I have had the privilege of working closely with her and watching her develop into a beautiful and confident young lady. She has spread her signature message of inclusion and acceptance to our entire student body. Through her strong voice and even stronger convictions, she has turned the Unified Oakers Club into a unified movement that has permeated every aspect of our school and community. This movement transformed our school culture into one of respect, kindness, and inclusion. Put simply, she is one of the most remarkable students that I have met in my career. As artist Barbour believes students should, this student is leaving CHS a better place because of her scholarship, grace, compassion for others, and her sincere desire to make the world a better place. It gives me great pride to present this year's Artist W. Barbour Award to Miss Jaya Joyce. And now I'm going to call Mrs. Bowden back up to the podium. We're going to introduce the top 10 students.
As Mrs. Maycomber said, we would now like to recognize our top 10 seniors. Students ranked in the top 10 will receive a red or white stole to wear with their cap and gown, signifying top 10 status for graduation. Our first senior is Caitlin Randall. To get a true picture of a student, we often look at their permanent record file encompassing their educational career in the Coventry School District. Caitlin's career can be characterized as one of consistency and tremendous effort. Perfectionist, independent, and hardworking is how Caitlin is described by her teachers beginning in kindergarten. Her third grade teacher, Mrs. Lupino, states, Caitlin is a hardworking, conscientious student who always gives her best. She is a gifted writer, consistently producing elaborative writing pieces that were used as model work, inspiring and leading others. Fast forward to high school. Ms. Sakosha echoes the same words, stating that Caitlin is conscientious about her work and always gives her best effort. Mrs. Capwell describes Caitlin as a ray of sunshine. She has a positive attitude, always contributes to class discussions, and works hard. Mrs. Capwell also says, she was my go-to girl to get a class discussion started. Many teachers replied that she always walks into class with multiple backpacks filled to the brim with schoolwork and track clothes, her snacks and water bottle, and a smile on her face. Not only was Caitlin an important contributor to the field, in the field of academics at CHS, but she served as a captain of the cross-country team and has been a member of the track team for the past 3 years. She is also a member of the World Language Club, was a senior mentor for freshmen, and has spent many hours volunteering for various community groups. She's a member of the World Language and National Honor Societies, and next year will be attending the University of Rhode Island, where she will study biology with the goal of becoming an orthopedic surgeon. Our next senior is Jaya Joyce. Jaya is a well-rounded student who encompasses the true definition of an Oker. Private and humble, she has a work ethic second to none. Jaya strives to do her best on every task put in front of her. As stated previously tonight, Jaya is undoubtedly a true leader in the class of 2020. The work she has done with Unified Oakers over the last 2 years has transformed our school community. Watching her lead the Unified Oakers assemblies was powerful and inspiring. In addition to the Unified Oakers, Jaya was a member of the state championship Unified Volleyball team and served as a freshman mentor. Jaya also represents CHS as our representative to the Rhode Island Student Advisory Council, where she attends monthly meetings with the Commissioner of Education. These qualities make her an ideal student. Mrs. Capwell affirms this in her statement, saying that Jaya is a wonderful young lady. She is hardworking and conscientious, but above all, she's just a good person. She is kind, thoughtful, and caring. Mrs. Farrell, her advisor for the last 4 years, states that Jaya has been a pleasure to have an advisory. She is unassuming, surrounds herself with positive people, and is a very hard worker. A member of the National and Rhode Island Honor Societies and the World Language Honor Society, Jaya's presence will be sorely missed next year. She will be attending Fordham University, where she plans to study law. Alex Watterson. Alex embodies the idea of a scholar. He is intelligent, quiet, and kind. Teachers throughout Alex's educational career use these terms to describe him. His second grade teacher states Alex is a quiet and reserved child who came to the second grade with many skills. He doesn't forget a thing, and his academics are all proficient. While at CHS, he has had a quiet yet impressive career, being described by Mr. Brancho as quiet and powerful. Mr. Brancho goes on to say that on several occasions he could use Alex's work as the answer key. Alex is also characterized by teachers as a great friend who is willing to help anyone in class. Mr. Fognoli said that he received one of the kindest emails from Alex after he finished his drafting class with a 100 average, just thanking him for teaching him and how much he enjoyed the class. Mr. Pindola said that Alex is the best, most accomplished student he has ever taught. He is the personification of a critical thinker whose intelligence is matched only by his superior effort. He goes on to say that Alex is the quintessential role model and a teacher's dream. He embodies all the traits that the best students and individual possess. Alex has faced some adversity, which has had a major impact on his life, and through this, he has learned resilience and how much strength he has within himself. Alex is a member of the Math Club, where he and his teammates solve challenging problems together. He is also a member of the World Language Society. He will be attending URI next year, where he will study mechanical engineering. Samantha Lauder. Creative, artistic, and humble are words that clearly describe Samantha. She will be remembered for the most beautiful class mural that will sit on the front wall welcoming all to CHS for years to come. Sam's teachers are quick to point out her artistic talent, but they are also impressed by her work ethic with every task she is given. Miss Correa sums up how many teachers describe Samantha when asked. She is a phenomenal artist, insightful, edgy, and inspirational. Her writing leaps off the page. She is one of those students who is a gift to the classroom. She is also funny and kind, kinder than most. She understands empathy in a way most people cannot. In fact, I believe I learned more from having Sam as a student than she learned from me as a teacher. Mrs. Zenyan said, Sam is a constant artist. She's creative and sees things from a unique point of view. As a reader and writer, she stands out for highlighting details that are often overlooked. She is shy, but also sweet and kind. She won the hunt and received tickets to the Winter Ball, where she took plenty of ridiculous photos in the photo booth with her English teacher and classmates. Those silly photos are still hanging in room 115. Sam works extremely hard for her achievements. Samantha has spent several hours a week at the Blue Door Art Studio, where she has honed her skills of artistic technique, expressed her skills and ideas, and even mentored students while helping the art studio. She was also one of the artists who painted the drama set West Side Story for the CHS drama production. Samantha is a member of the National Rhode Island and World Language Honor Societies and plans to attend Rhode Island College and major in art. Bernice Lee. Moving to a new school at the start of your junior year is never easy. Making new friends and becoming familiar with new surroundings is challenging, but Bernice Lee did just that and blossomed as one of CHS's finest. She's a member of the CHS cross-country team and her outdoor and indoor track team and has qualified for the state championships every year. She has worked hard to balance academics, athletics, volunteer work, and life. Ms. Clunan said that Bernice has mastered her time management skills unlike any other person she has ever known. She has been president and vice president of student council and has worked with her peers to resolve problems, communicate with administrators, and plan, coordinate, and publicize school affairs and events. She has a competitive side too. As a member of the Math League and Quiz Bowl, she has competed with others in high-pressure settings. She is up for any challenge. Ms. Kelbeck told me that Bernice did not feel that her talent in the kitchen was the best, but she always demonstrated qualities of a true team leader, is extremely organized, and is willing to put forth her best effort in whatever she takes on. She is also a joke teller, according to Mrs. Zenyan, who told me she is known to announce that it smells like up dog to try to get the response, "What up, dog?" Another day, she may ask you if you know Joe, so she can reply, "Joe Mama." Bernice is humble, she is compassionate. Mrs. Mergida states that she has been such a role model for the freshmen in her Spanish 1 class this year. Bernice will be attending Boston University in the fall to study international business. Juliana Sinnott. Juliana has a very positive presence in the school community, adored by teachers and students alike. Kind, caring, friendly, and amazing are adjectives used by teachers when asked about Juliana. Ms. Sakosha said she is a very bright young lady who is a positive influence on her peers. She is driven to bring positive change and inclusivity to her environment. Juliana's motto is work hard, play hard, and love hard. She feels this quote captures who she is and how she dedicates herself to the important things in her life. Juliana is a quiet force in many of her endeavors. She is also a prominent figure in our Unified Ochres campaign, spending hours over the last 2 years to help change our school culture. She does not need recognition for working hard. Her humility is one of her greatest attributes. She is willing to work twice as hard as others in order to meet her personal expectations. In fact, legend has it that she spends hours color-coding much of her work with different color highlighters. Mr. Knight, her Italian teacher, said of Juliana, "While teaching Juliana Sinnott, her interest and fascination makes me feel like I am teaching an ancient and lost secret. Her reactions in the classroom will stay with me for a very long time." Juliana has left her mark on CHS with her kindness and compassion. She will be attending Fairfield University in the fall, majoring in public health. Sophia DiMuccio. Sophia is a bright, friendly girl who always works hard and produces beautiful work. She is an exceptional reader and a fabulous writer who consistently puts forth her best effort. She is a superior listener who enjoys math and problem solving. I took that quote from Sophia's permanent record file. It was part of the summary that Mrs. Tyler wrote as Sophia finished kindergarten. It is apparent that these qualities have only blossomed over the last 12 years. Mrs. Boyle states that Sophia has an amazing curiosity and drive that pushes her to do her best always. She is a leader in class discussions. On the rare occasion she struggles with something such as an essay, she works to understand how she can improve it. This student is an amazing role model for all of us. Her performance as a lovesick Othello in a mid-year skit project is memorable. She hammed up his death scene quite convincingly. Her original satire poem of Cardi B was delivered by Sophia while sporting a sinister hand-drawn beard of ink, which she had to wear for the rest of the day until she could go home and scrub it off. If that's not a tribute to just how in it to win it Sophia can be, I don't know what is. In addition to her incredible attributes in the classroom, and as evidenced by awards this evening, Sophia is a decorated athlete at Coventry High School. She is a member of the National Rhode Island and World Language Societies, Honor Societies, and will attend URI in the pharmacy program next year. Zachary Hammer. Driven is an adjective used to describe Zachary Hammer throughout his entire education. His second grade teacher states, Zach is a student who knows what he wants. He is very driven and likes to do his best. His third grade teacher, Mrs. Gallagher, wrote, Zachary is a caring student who enjoys a challenge. The sweet one among his siblings, according to Zach. He claims he is a triplet known to be the most helpful at home. Part of a very close-knit family, Zach is rarely seen without his brother. In fact, many times the two brothers fall into improv comedy when presenting in front of their class. Zach has been described as a character in class. He has a great sense of humor and can be goofy, but he's a hard worker and gets the job done. Zach's goal is to earn a medical degree and will begin that pursuit at Cornell University in the fall. According to Mrs. Giblin, he is well on his way, as his handwriting is already very hard to read, and she often needs him to translate his own writing, if he can even do that. Zachary is very active in and out of CHS. One of his endeavors is core diving, where he teaches the proper techniques of scuba diving, as well as the proper techniques to protect and preserve the ocean. At CHS, he is a member of the Math and World Language Clubs and a member of the tennis team, where he earned all division honors last season. Zach's future is very bright. He is a versatile student who takes advantage of every learning opportunity and will shine at Cornell next year. Mrs. Maycomber will now present a salutatorian and valedictorian.
I have the honor to present the final two awards for the evening. Our salutatorian, Evan Hammer, is a member of the World Language and National Honor Societies. Evan has challenged himself by taking many rigorous courses at CHS, including 9 advanced placement classes, 6 of them this year alone. Evan has demonstrated academic excellence across all content areas, and he is praised by teachers and students alike for his quick wit and passion for learning. Evan's advanced placement statistics teacher, Mr. Branchode, states, Evan's prowess in simply thinking math rises to a level I have never seen. I've actually gone to him with math questions, and he found a solution when I couldn't. His humor, coupled with his ability to banter, makes him quite engaging and enjoyable to be around. This sentiment is echoed by Evan's good friend Mason, who says Evan is the smartest person he has ever met, and also one of the funniest. From a young age, Evan was a conscientious student who earned good grades, grasped concepts easily, and offered insightful contributions in the classroom. He has always enjoyed being challenged academically. Perhaps, however, the material was a bit too easy for Evan early on in elementary school, as many of his teachers on his end-of-the-year report cards indicated that although he was an excellent, motivated, and insightful student, he would at times get off task when the work was too easy. This off-task behavior certainly changed as he progressed through school and started taking more rigorous courses. One CHS teacher states, Evan's intensity fuels his learning. When I challenge him with high-level thinking content, he gets amped up, diligently works on it, and his response is succinct and clear. Evan is a student with diverse interests. A varsity tennis player for the past 4 years, Evan was named co-captain this year. He has been an active member in both the math and world language clubs, and he represented Coventry High School at this year's PBS Quiz Bowl. Rounding out his resume, Evan has been the CHS Spirit Week ping pong champion 2 years in a row, a feat he is incredibly proud of and one that made him a legend around school, especially last year after beating his senior opponent. Additionally, Evan has discovered a passion for scuba diving, which originated from his love of animals, especially sharks. His passion for the underwater world inspired Evan to join Core Diving, Citizens for Ocean Restoration and Education. This organization provides opportunities for members to learn about the threats facing our oceans. Through this organization, Evan has participated in beach cleanups around Rhode Island, and he hopes to continue diving and taking steps to keep the ocean environment and animal habitats protected well into the future. Family is important to Evan. The bond he shares with his triplet siblings is a unique and special one. Not only have they gone to school together since preschool, but they have had several opportunities to be in classes together. While many people think that having siblings together in the same class could be problematic, rather than hinder each other in the classroom, Evan, Sydney, and Zach have supported and encouraged each other along the way. It's been stated by several CHS teachers, as well as some of Evan's friends, that Zach and Evan seem to share a brain. As one teacher puts it, Evan and Zach can sit 20 feet apart, take the same quiz, and produce almost the same product. It's weird and wonderful, as the response is near perfection every time. Evan also shares close relationships with his parents, Michelle and Scott, as well as his grandparents. He enjoys spending time with the family, whether on vacation scuba diving, walking his 2 Labrador retrievers, or rooting for his favorite New England sports teams. As mentioned, Evan has a great sense of humor and consistently makes friends and family around him laugh. According to some of his classmates, Evan often aggravates them whenever they're about to take a quiz. Upon receiving the quiz, he usually says, "Don't forget to do the back," which prompts everyone to turn the quiz over, only to see an empty page. His sense of humor that is seen daily at CHS is nothing new. According to his mother, Michelle, he surprised them all during Spirit Week in middle school when he decided to dress up on Twin Day, wearing a skirt and several ponytails in his hair to match his sister Sydney rather than match his identical brother Zach. Evan's hard work has been recognized not only at CHS but statewide, as he received second grant at last year's State Science Fair. He was the recipient of a $6,000 SAGE scholarship, and he was named as a National Merit Scholarship finalist this year. Evan is indeed one of the brightest students to ever come through our school. In a college recommendation letter, Mr. Golis summed it up perfectly, saying, "Evan's combination of intelligence, drive, and tenacity make him worthy, or I would actually say necessitate, that he receive not just a quality education, but an exceptional education." In the fall, Evan will begin his pursuit of that exceptional education at Cornell University. I am honored to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2020, Mr. Evan Hammer. And now our valedictorian. Our valedictorian, Liam Cohen, is clearly a talented student, one who has challenged himself remarkably over the past 4 years, taking 8 advanced placement classes, 5 this year alone. A member of the National Rhode Island and World Language Honor Societies, Student Council, Model Legislature, Recycling Club, Skills USA, and the CHS tennis team, Liam has demonstrated that he is a well-rounded student who can do it all in terms of both leadership and scholarship. Oftentimes, when we are called upon to speak about a valedictorian, we typically focus on their intellectual capacity. And while that is clearly evident when introducing Liam Cohen, we should be equally cognizant of his laudable personal qualities as well. Words that CHS teachers have used to describe Liam are humble, kind, generous, sincere, polite, respectful, honest, brilliant, and creative, just to name a few. Liam's wonderful attributes and characteristics have been apparent from day one. As the comments on his permanent record file indicate, every elementary teacher found him to be a true pleasure to have in class. His first grade teacher, Mrs. Hackett, for example, described him as always friendly, reliable, and easygoing, a delightful member of the class, and a perfect citizen who was a role model to his classmates. We at Coventry High School agree with her assessment. To quote his biomedical science teacher, Mrs. Pankowitz, Liam's easygoing, unassuming demeanor can be felt throughout the whole classroom. He is probably the most humble valedictorian we will ever see at CHS. She goes on to say, Liam is a joy to know. He is probably my favorite valedictorian at CHS, ever. Mr. Branchode, Liam's AP Stats teacher, states, Liam is a fine young man, full of respect, understanding, empathy, and, oh yeah, he's pretty smart too. But his brain power pales in comparison to his humility and caring for those around him. Throughout his time at CHS, Liam has excelled in every academic area. One teacher states, he is brilliant and creative and often analyzes texts in a way that allow me as a teacher to see stories in a new light. An avid reader, Liam always has a book in his hands and has from a very young age. When Liam was just 9 years old, he finished reading Harry Potter 5. A mere 860 pages, Liam finished it at 10 a.m. in the car on the way to a family event. Quite a feat, considering that he had checked it out of the library at noon the day before. The same was true for the rest of the series. In fact, he finished Harry Potter 7 in record time, in just under 7 hours, according to his dad. His love for reading was apparent to Mrs. Zenyan, his senior English teacher, when she read his first assignment this year, a letter introducing himself. In it, Liam described the books he had read independently over the summer, saying, I also started reading more Shakespeare this summer, which I always enjoyed in school but never seriously wanted to read on my own. King Lear and A Midsummer Night's Dream were both very good, but The Merchant of Venice is probably my favorite. One of my favorite classes is The Death of a Salesman, and my favorite Shakespeare is probably Romeo and Juliet. I'm certain that I have never heard a high school student say anything like that. But even more interesting is how Liam's love of Shakespeare has rubbed off on his friends. According to Liam's friend Devin, Liam has inspired others to meet up and discuss their favorite Shakespeare plays. As Devin explained, when you listen to Liam analyze it, it opens your eyes, and then you just want to talk about it and learn more. While Liam might be considered one of the most thoughtful and introspective students we have at Coventry High School, those who know him best paint a different picture. As one teacher said, Liam is a paradox of quiet hilarity. This sentiment is echoed by his friends, who tell me that in his free time, he is very much a comedian. He tells the best jokes, according to his good friend Anita, and he's so much fun to be around. Ms. Sweeney, our student council advisor, concurs, saying that this year, Liam was in charge of writing the script for the Varsity Review, which included some of the funniest lines ever. Ms. Sweeney also praised Liam for his unsung heroics on the student council over the past 4 years. Voted most dependable for 2 years in a row, Liam is the kid who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to get everything done. In addition to student council, Liam has also been actively involved in the recycling club and has been a member of the model legislature, which allowed him to debate on the floor of the State House this year and inspired him to consider a potential career in politics. Finally, Liam's story would not be complete without mentioning his wonderful family, Mom Melissa, Dad Derek, and brother Adrian, who have instilled in him the strong values that make him special to so many. Over the past several years, they have made wonderful memories traveling together around the world, visiting Italy, England, Greece, and Peru. These experiences that he was able to share with his family have helped him to become an even more well-rounded person and global citizen. I have no doubt that our valedictorian Liam Cohen will become a success because of his work ethic, intelligence, and desire to make the world a better place. All of those are great qualities, but it is his grace and exceptional humility that will make him a great leader. Liam has always demonstrated what philanthropist Doug Sturmonsky said about the connection between remaining humble as a means of achieving success. Hold strong to your convictions, remain humble in your speech, let your actions tell your story. Liam will always remain a big part of the story of the class of 2020 due to his achievements both in and out of the classrooms here at Coventry High School. We wish this phenomenal young man much luck as he continues his career at Brown University in the fall. It is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Mr. Liam Cohen. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Coventry High School, I'd like to thank you for watching our Senior Awards Night presentation this evening and celebrating so much Ochre Pride. We are very proud of all of the award winners, as well as every student in this amazing class of 2020. Good night to all of you in Ochre Nation, and thanks for joining us.